Unexpected. Hi guys, and welcome to another one of my movies. In this video I'm gonna give you my tips on organizing a surprise trip for your partner. We love Switzerland so much, but it's also really good to leave every once in a while. I really believe routine is a silent killer of relationships. That's why you need some thrill from time to time to mix things up. Organizing a surprise trip for your partner is a great way to kill the routine and bring an element of surprise to the relationship. Surprise! Not that kind of surprises. It's a great way to take a step back from your reality, to get some distance from your everyday life, to show your partner you care, you listen, and you really try for them. In this case, Nasia's birthday was approaching, and I was contacted by her family to organize together a surprise trip for her. I loved the idea from the very start. This is everything I learned. My 10 tips on organizing a surprise trip for your partner. First, give yourself sufficient time to organize the trip. Plan in advance, not too far in advance, to make sure that plans that will come will not interfere with the trip, but also not too short in advance to be able to still get good prices and deals and book everything the way you wanted it. This of course will greatly depend on the complexity of your trip. In our trip, we needed roughly 3 to 4 weeks to organize everything, and this was a perfect time because we had time to book everything, to research what to see in the place where we were going, and have little time before the trip so that we made sure no plans came in the way. Second, organize everything end to end. Organize how you get to the airport, if you're flying, of course the plane tickets, transfer from the airport to the hotel. Organize every single day and hour of the trip so you know what you're going to see, how you're going to get there. This implies that you have to research some kind of attractions, tours, everything that is possible to see there. Maybe some attractions are seasonal. Make sure you know what is open and what is not. That's really important so you don't waste your time researching what to do once you already got there. 3, very important, put contingency plans in place. Think of everything you need to happen for the trip to work. Then think of everything that can possibly go wrong and how you're going to deal with that. If you need to be at a certain place at a certain time to meet the train or the plane, think of everything that can go wrong and what can possibly be done from your side to either mitigate this risk of this going wrong, or what can you do to still make the trip without you ruining the surprise. We're already at the train station. Of course, we missed the 2 first trains which we were supposed to take, but there is one in like 6 minutes from now.
We're still in time, it's fine.
In other words, have plans B, plan C, multiple other ways of dealing with things. This is really important if you don't want the entire major surprise to fall apart. 4, I guess you have to be a good liar and know how to mislead. Save all the documents and everything that is connected to the trip in a safe folder somewhere where it will make no sense to look for it. If you're organizing the trip with somebody, or maybe the hotel was going to be calling them, put their contacts in your phone with a different name. In this case, for example, for the trip to work, I had to be in contact with Nasia's family. I changed all of their names in my phones to my friends, people who spoke English, so that if by accident I would get a text and the telephone would be on the table, it would make perfect sense that a friend of mine would be texting, no suspicions would be aroused, and Nasia's family would never be mentioned, which would lower the chances of her finding out about the trip. Always stay a step ahead. Curious George, Nasia here, claims she has 3 locations where we can be going. I'm not sure, we'll see. The train is late, this never happens. The atmosphere thickens. Second train, second try. A lot of people are displeased. And we're off. Okay, we got it to the airport. With like a delay of half an hour, we should still make it probably. I guess it depends on security. Yay! Curious George.
We made it to the airport.
Surprisingly, well, the Swiss rails have failed us.
First time in my life.
Once you have everything organized with sufficient time ahead, you bought all the tickets, you researched where you want to go, how you're going to get there, forget about the whole thing. The trip doesn't exist. You have everything organized, now just wait until it's a couple of days before you actually leave. This is going to make it so much easier for you not to sweat that you can, spill some information. Your eyesight is not good enough, no? No.
Where is it?
There.
I don't see it.
I don't see.
It's Barcelona.
You excited?
How well did I know, Mickey? First choice.
So it's a couple of days before the trip. Allow yourself some time for last minute adjustments. Maybe some plans have changed in the meanwhile, maybe some circumstances have changed in the meanwhile. Make sure that there is a little bit of flexibility in your plans to accommodate for those changes, because it's life. Something can go wrong, it will likely go wrong. The fewer people know about this trip, the better. Every single person exponentially increases the risk of somebody spilling some info. Hey, how was your flight?
It was good. I was reading.
Sorry we messed up the checklist, so we flew separately. Okay. If you have somebody from the inner circle of your partner that you know can keep a secret and you have a very good relationship with, try to let that person on the secret. And that person will be able to check from your partner's side and no plans are being made, behind the scenes for that date. You really need this kind of counter spy thing going on. It will make your life way easier and will potentially flag some kind of threats to the plan ahead of time. Really important. Hi. Good to see you. Hi.
How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
Hello.
Nice. Pile up and kind of layer the surprises. In this case, Nastia first didn't know that we're going at all. Then when I asked her to pack, I told her that we're going to a destination where the temperatures are such and such. Until the moment we got on the plane, she didn't know exactly where we're going. Little did she know that there were many more surprises piled ahead, and I suggest you do the same. And this will just increase the enjoyment from this trip. Lastly, kick back. You did all the work, and what is left is to enjoy one another's company and the company of people close to you. If something doesn't go exactly according to plan, well, that's life. If you planned sufficiently, you did everything you could. Things that can go wrong tend to go wrong, and all we can do is enjoy the moment. I hope you enjoyed this video. Have a look at the last surprise we had waiting for Nastia, and see you in the next video.
Never been this high, and you keep smiling at me, and my heart's like, ooh, how'd you like to spin around with me? 'Cause I've got a suspicion that you look perfect next to me. Alright, and you can call me crazy, baby, but I call it destiny. Ooh, you make me wanna throw my hands up, throw my hands up, hands up. Ooh, say you wanna make some plans up. Take my hand, love, dance with me. Take my hand, love, dance with me. Take my hand, love, dance with me. I say, hey, this thing we got, it's a Saturday. Don't go away.
Unexpected. Thanks for watching, and please subscribe.